Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. Last time we headed out towards Kakariko Village and acquired for ourselves the hookshot, allowing us to shoot at distant things and grapple items towards us or be pulled to things. This time, we're heading into Lost Woods once again. We got a tip from the children of Kokiri Forest that Saria's inside of the Forest Temple and she needs our help. Sacred Forest Grove is where this Forest Temple is, so we can keep an eye on that. But we're actually taking a detour real fast because we found this guy. No response. We should get his attention. That guy just seems to be having some issues, so let's let him chill. Now you might notice, plant here. This is new. 7 years have passed since we planted that little sprout from the magic bean, making this grow. Doing this well on this will make it travel. This is supposed to be your way to get around to get a few things that you can't normally get. I believe there's something around here that we're supposed to be able to grab with this. Actually, I might be wrong. Come to think of it, that actually did nothing helpful for us. Let me try the Sun Song to see if that changes anything real fast. Because either I wasted $10 or this is a thing that only happens at night. Both of which are entirely possible. Nothing at all? Yeah, that's a nothing. Well, that was another waste of $10. Like I said, magic beans for the most part are kinda useless. So don't bother with them most of the time. You don't really need to worry about them. But I suppose that is the game giving you multiple options, so that if you need to, you can do it that way. I do also need to point out, Link actually carries his shield with his arm now instead of having it stuck on his back. Much appreciated that he figured out how to hold his shield after 7 years. Took him long enough. But yeah, Lost Woods is fairly different from the last time we saw it. First off, that guy was there. Second, if we try to approach the the Skull Children, they're not here. None of the Skull Kids are here anymore because I guess 7 years did a number on them. Let's keep heading inwards though because we gotta go and help Saria as fast as we can. There's the entrance to Goron City, which we don't really need right now. Sora's Fountain. Mito? What the fuck are you doing here? Who do you think you are? That Kokiri-like clothing won't fool me. I promised Saria I would never let anybody go through here. If you want to see her that bad, I'm gonna need some proof you're really a friend of hers. Something you could only have heard from her. Not she'd ever be friends with a grown-up like you. The fuck you say to me, you little kid? Check this out. Let me play you the song of my people. That melody! Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song. Saria taught that song only to her friends. Okay, I trust you. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. Out of the way, you stinking dingus. Yeah, Mito even doesn't recognize us, which, you know what? Good. Fuck Mito. Sacred Forest Grove, we don't really need anything from that as an adult, so don't bother. Head further, take a left, and let's head inside. Now, we do still got that maze to deal with on the inside of here, so hopefully we can easily blitz this. From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some enemies. Use L targeting to always look in the proper direction. Once view is set, hold down L to sidestep around the corner. Now, she's warning us about this because we got some different entities here. These aren't Deku Scrubs, that's for sure. I actually forget the name of these creatures, but if we could put a name on that on screen real fast. They're everywhere. Like, these boar creatures are everywhere. I think these might actually just be moblins. Now, if they see you, they'll charge straight at you, and they will slam you into a wall. But if you can get a single shot on them from behind, they'll be taken care of instantly. Well, we're already doing that, Link. Or, Navi. Why did I say Link? Yeah, Navi, we're already taking care of business, so don't worry about that. Pretty much, we're doing a bit of a stealth segment where we're just trying to avoid these guys and or bait them into attacking. Because if you can get them to expose themselves to you, you can actually pretty easily deal with them. Like, you don't even need to hit them from behind. You can hit them straight on. Just be careful where you're aiming and you'll be fine. There's water, and there's another guard. Let him charge and go right past him. And phase through him? Oh, shit. That wasn't intentional. Let's see if we can get him to turn around. There's two moblins on either side of us, so we kind of got to be careful regardless. What? Okay, that was weird. I've seen him bounce off of nothing before, but he bounced off of us while we were getting out, and it didn't hurt. I guess we're invincible when we're climbing up from something. Or at least invincible enough. We're kind of in a pickle right now because we can't attack from either direction. I need at least one of you to turn around, please. Sir? Sir! Thank you. Ow! Alright, fine then. You want to play like that? Sure, I'll go bother your friend instead. There we go. Much better. I believe, yes. Straight path. Okay, let's get out of here. Now we can handle this. Except we also got this huge dude. This is a much bigger moblin than we're used to. He's gonna be trying to send shockwaves at us using his giant-ass sledgehammer. But you can easily get right over to him and take him out in 3 easy sword swipes. Nice and easy. And we get 3 5 rupees for it. Quite nice. And here we are. Well, hello, friend. Didn't expect to see you here. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest. You've learned the Minuet of Forest. Sub-Zero, I'll see you again. Smoke bomb! I guess in that case it's more of a flashbang. But yeah, now we actually have, of all things, a fast travel. If you play the Minuet of Forest, you will always warp to this exact tile that we're standing on. Quite convenient if you need to get around quickly and want to get to the Sacred Forest Grove for whatever reason. Now, we mentioned before we couldn't get up here until we had the hook shot. This is why. The pathway up to it was destroyed, but this tree sure wasn't. So we can get in. Welcome to the Forest Temple. This ain't no kids dungeon. This is Adult Link's first dungeon. We got Wolfos. Draw it close to you and watch its movements carefully. Attack when it drops its guard. Wolfos like to attack you one at a time, even if they're in pairs. Just wait for them to try and strike you and easily strike back. They're essentially Lizalfos, but they're a bit stupider, I'd say. We can even use our spin attack to really do a number on these guys. Like, that pretty much vaporizes them. Yeah, Wolfos are not really much of an issue here, so long as you're just willing to have some patience and wait for the right moment to attack. And I gotta say, I love the Forest Temple, especially the background theme. Give it a listen. It's just the atmosphere of this place that is just so unsettling. Like, you know something is wrong here, but you just don't know what yet. You haven't even made it inside the temple proper, so there's no way to know. But as you can clearly see, there's a gold Skulltula for us right here. Thanks to the power of the hook shot, we can actually grab this thing quite handedly. So just drop down, pull out our hook shot, and blast it. The hook shot is strong enough to destroy this thing in one hit. And there's our first token for the Forest Temple. I believe there is more, but I forget how many exactly. Make a quick jump over here to grab this chest, which nets us a small key. This key will open a locked door. You can only use it in this dungeon. This is not our first rodeo, but if you've never played a Zelda game, this is the first dungeon we've had where we can actually use small keys. Because no one else really needed a key. Let's head in. Oh my god, it's a spider. What can I pop? Skulltulas get weaker and weaker with every dungeon. Thanks to the power of the hookshot, they don't even scare me. Now comes the interesting part, though. 4 Poes, 4 torches that seal the pathway down to the lower floor. And off they go. We're not really going to be able to do anything to get down there without taking care of the Poes, so we got some exploring to do. This is a pretty open dungeon, and it's kind of easy to lose track of where you need to go. So don't panic if you start getting a bit lost. This place is pretty challenging your first time playing. For now, let's head to the left. Another Skulltula, that is not a problem for us. We got the power of a hookshot. We've also got new enemies. Blubbles. Guard against this blue flame with your shield. You'll note it specifically said blue bubbles. There's a few different colors of bubbles, and each one has a different tactic to deal with them. There's a door up there that we can't really access right now. Nothing over there. I forget. Are you one that actually needs the Song of Time? Because sometimes they try and sneak that into dungeons where you need the Song of Time in order to progress. Looks like a no. Normally, if it is required, it will make a block appear partway through the song, so at least you'll know right away if that was the right thing to do or not. For now, let's keep going. Climb up these ladders and head around here. And this place is a lot more verticality compared to what we're used to with dungeons, and a lot more puzzle solving as well. There's arrows painted on the floor. Yeah, there is, and we got this huge-ass block, but luckily we can actually drag this. Link certainly beefed up with muscle when it came to his trep from 7 years ago. That's nice. I managed to pull this out. Let's push it this way. Yeah, my first time playing this game, this temple absolutely, like, concerned the heck out of me. If only because it is not a nice temple than your first time playing it. You just go, Jesus, what is happening here? What is it, Navi? Shut the hell up, Navi. We got a world to save. I'm not concerned with being tired. They can actually climb up this block. That's what I would be saying, but we gotta keep pushing it first, actually. Push it just a bit further, and it will fall down, and now we can climb up. I guess we couldn't quite jump high enough before. Hylians, am I right? That is something I need to address as well. Link is not a Kokiri by trade. He is naturally a Hylian, which I believe was discussed by the Great Deku Tree, which is why we aged compared to our friends in the forest. But otherwise, they would never have even known that. The way to really distinguish it is that we got pointy ears. That's the way to indicate that we're Hylian. For now, we want to take this ladder upwards. Alright. Here's something around this corner. What is that? Oh, I think that's another bubble. Yeah, whatever that is, I'm pretty sure that's another bubble up high, but we can't see that just yet. We do have another eye on the wall, but it's unaffected by hook shots, so can't really do anything about that just yet. We are, however, able to push this block out from the other side now. Okay, can't push it any further on that side, so let's switch sides and go down. Let's see about getting back up. The dungeons also certainly get a lot more complicated once you get to the Adult Link section, so if you thought that the kid puzzles were a bit lame, well, good news is they're gonna get a lot more complex now. Alright, a little bit further, we should be able to climb up from this thing as well. There we go. And up we go. Now, what is it that I'm hearing? God, we're going up high with this thing place as well. Like, a lot of rooms in this dungeon go a lot of floors. Oh, there it is. It's more blue bubbles. Doink. Stop that. And doink. That's both of them. Unfortunately, though, we can't progress. We don't got any keys, and we don't have any way to open that eyeball. So this is actually a dead end for us. Suppose it just means we'll have to keep this place in mind for later. The good news is, any dungeon room that you actually wind up doing the puzzle for and have to come back to, nothing will be reset, so that's quite nice. Also, this Skulltula is just getting beat up. Again, Skulltulas do not fare well at all in Adult Link's timeline. This gets completely eradicated. Now, there is a block there. That's a Song of Time thing that we could do. What else do we got for options? Well, we got another gold Skulltula. That's one thing. Let's grab that first. We'll take that. I believe that's 38? Yes. Let's head through the straight path. Bubble. Get out of here. Thank you. Easy enough. Uh-oh. Oh boy. We got new enemies. Stalfos. Lure it close to you and watch its movements carefully. Attack when it drops its guard. This is the same energy as the Wolfos, only these guys got shields. But luckily, sometimes they'll jump at you and make it really easy to fight them. Just wait for them to wind up for that attack and go for it. Like, so long as they just keep attacking you, you should be fine. They do a lot of damage, but if you got the hearts like I do, you can take anything. Also, nice spin, Link. But for defeating both of them, we get a chest. Which winds up giving us another key. Let's grab some hearts real fast as well, because we could use it. There is a fairy here. I don't need that because we already have one in storage, but free health is free health. There's also actually nothing else here for us, so that's just a dead end. Don't need to deal with the bubble. Now, we haven't tried the left or the right path. Right path is sealed, so we can't do anything about that. Well, let's play the Song of Time and see if we can open the door on the right. Or on the left, I should say. Getting my directions confused, apparently. Well, we're in an outdoor area with a big-ass Deku Baba, but nothing we can't dispose of. Octorok over here. We can easily shoot it with the hook shot to kill it instantly, though. There's a few things around here. Skullwalchulas, we haven't seen them in a while, actually. Any other ones? Yes. Now, the hook shot has a bit of a limited range, so it can't aim too high off the ground. So be careful when using it, you might wind up missing something. We do got what looks to be a well full of water and some vines that we can climb up over here. The vines don't seem to go anywhere, though. So for now, I think the only path we can take is to just head this way and try to avoid that Skullwalchula. Remember, when you're dealing with these Skullwalchulas, the tactic is wait for them to be not looking at you. Wait for it. Nope, I'm not here. You don't see me. Thank you. Just gonna pass right by. And we can head through to this door. which is also sealed with another bubble. Luckily, these things go down fast, as I mentioned, and for destroying it, we get a big chest. What's this one got for us? Well, let's find out. It's the map! And my goodness, it is a map indeed, because if you take some very close attention to this place, this map is big. There's a lot of rooms in this place. This is the most complex dungeon we've dealt with by far. Be careful when navigating this place. You could get lost if you're used to the smaller dungeons of the other areas. For now, though, let's keep moving. We've essentially wound up on a mirror of the other room, so might as well use that to our advantage. You'll note there's another skull waltzilla that we can easily dispose of. Doesn't seem to be anything else around here. There's more vines, but there's also this little peg over here. These you can lock onto with your hook shot and easily land on. But you've also got this button right here. Walk on it. And the water in the well in this room drains. Not something we've seen really as a thing we could do, but quite helpful. Alright, let's see if we can't just drop down. Aim for the water so you won't get hurt. If Link starts screaming when he falls, that's pretty much a surefire sign he's going to take fall damage. Ow! Okay, asshole. Yeah, if the Deku Bob is also fighting you, if he's not facing straight up, he will actually avoid your attacks, so be careful. At least if you're aiming for his neck, I should say. There is a chest over there, but we can't really reach that from here. There's a gold Skulltula as well up there. The thing we can do, though, you can hook shot to treasure chests. If you're crafty about how you're aiming this, you can actually just straight up fly over there and ignore having to get over there through other means. Case in point. Doink. Get yourself a completely useless recovery heart. And we get another Skulltula. 39. We're almost at 40. Goodness. Use that swordsman to get over here. Now, the well's water was lowered, so we can drop down here. There's even a ladder for us. Let's go see what's down here. Ow. I didn't mean to break your legs, Link. I'm sorry, but still. Well, we got more hearts. Another chest, though. What's this got for us? Doink. That's another key. We got 2 now. Well, we have a key that... We have a locked door that we can use this for, I suppose, but we haven't seen 2 just yet. And there is a few pathways that we haven't even been to just yet. Like, there's a lot of options for just places we can go. But a lot of them we still need to find, per se. Like, where even are we in the context of this room? I'm not sure. I think it's actually up there that we were and haven't been to. Yeah, there's a few spots over there. For now, let's head back inside, and let's try and head back to the path that we were at before that had these locked door. Because that seems like a good place to go to. God, that music is just so unsettling, but in such a good way as well. Like, I think there's a point where in this game where a lot of people consider the Forest Temple to be one of the most unnerving dungeons in the game. And that says a lot given the nature of one of the later dungeons we're going to be dealing with that feels like it should be more scary, but somehow the Forest Temple just nails it with the atmosphere more. It's kind of wild. Honestly, I think it's more just the fact that just everything feels so empty. Like, the sound vibrating off of everything, like the instrumentation, it's excellent. You know it's good because I'm falling over my words trying to explain the basic logistics of why I like this dungeon. I just think it's a really good dungeon, and honestly, Ocarina of Time pretty consistently has great dungeons with one sole exception that you know what that is. Even if you haven't played this game, you know what the dungeon is. We'll be getting to that later, though. That's not for a while, thankfully. And at the very least, in this game, it's better than it was in the original. That's not saying much, but it is better. Anyways, we got 2 keys. Let's use one. Open that door. And we wind up in this twisted hallway. This corridor is all twisted. Yeah, you said it, Navi. It seems to straighten out as we get to the end, though. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Be careful in this room. This place is not safe. We're gonna be running around in a circle real fast. You'll notice something is falling above us. Keep moving, and you'll find this thing. Wall Masters. Watch out for its shadow on the floor. Destroy before it goes back up to the ceiling. These disgusting-ass hands will try and grab you and force you back to the start of the dungeon. They drop a lot of money if they're defeated, but be careful. They are very dangerous creatures. They do also got some distant cousins as well, known as Floor Masters, but thankfully we won't be dealing with those for a while. We do got 2 keys, so we can open this door as well, which leads us to find a painting. It goes away if we approach it, though. This is one of the specters that we saw, because it's carrying a torch, but we can't really do anything about it right now. There doesn't really seem to be any options for us here either. What's this, Navi? This torch looks like the one we saw at the entrance of the temple, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right about that. But what's this? Uh-oh, more Stalfos. And he's walking on air, that cheating bastard. I wish I could do that. Try not to fall down the hole as well. It's just a bad idea. Come on, sir. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Hiya! This guy's being a lot more aggressive than he normally is. And I'm normally better at reacting to these things, but I guess not today. Platform lowers, though. And more Stalfos spawn. Luckily, sometimes they're stupid and just jump at you. Which is pretty much the easiest way possible to deal with them. Yeah, we are low on hearts, what the fuck? Yeah, if you knock them back far enough, they just kind of kill themselves because they just keep trying to jump back at you to get back in order. Luckily, that gives another chest. Let's get some hearts real fast, though, because we are really running low. Actually, no, I got an idea. It's only 7 years old, right? Bottoms up! Damn, still delicious after 7 years. That milk is amazing. What makes you wonder now? We got the chest. Is it compass time? Well, let's see. We got the fairy bow. This ain't no compass. Use the buttons to take it out or hold to aim with the circle pad and release to let fly with an arrow. They mentioned arrows and bows back at the Kokiri Forest shop, but now we actually got this. This is our replacement for the slingshot, and it's better in every way. For one thing, let's head back the way we came. This is actually not the way that we came. Whoops. Let's head back this direction first real fast. The fairy bow here is going to be your new best friend for a while alongside the hookshot. Really, both are just reliable attacks. What you want to do is simple. Catch the ghost from a far distance with the bow and shoot the paintings. It will set the painting ablaze and it will destroy them. You gotta get a fair amount away, though, to make this work, though, so be careful. Shoot that one. Turn around, about face, and shoot that one. And we freed the Poe, who will move down to the bottom here so that we can actually fight it properly. This is Joelle, one of the Poe sisters. Aim for her when she appears. She'll do some more flaming spinning attacks than normal, so she's a bit more dangerous than the regular Poe. But so long as you're careful about her, she's actually not that difficult to deal with. Just avoid her attacks and wait for the opening. She's doing a lot of spinning, though. Alright, come on now. Come on, give me an opening, girl. Yeah, she is weak to the bow, which is nice. But one good sword slash should be able to do her in as well, so long as we can just time it correctly. Hiya! few more spin attacks. Okay, you think you can take me like that? I don't think so. Gotcha. Damn. Okay, she's got a bit more health than I remember, actually. And there we go. That knocks her out. And that lights a flame. And gives us a chest for our troubles. I think you might start to see how this dungeon works. The 4 Poe sisters have fled around the temple, and it's our job to essentially track them down and use our bow to bring them out. Not too shabby, though. That is the first of the 4, and you know what? We've made a lot of progress in this dungeon, but I think we're actually going to call it here. Next time, Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. We'll be heading further into the Forest Temple and hopefully finding the remaining Poe sisters and putting a stop to them, so that we can access the basement levels. Till next time, ice out.